Hello and welcome to the Full-Stack Data Analyst BootCamp. I'm so excited you have chosen to become a data analyst, and I'm glad for us to walk through this journey together right from the beginning to become a mastery of the concept that will make you a data analyst. I'm very much positive and confident that this is the right course for you, and I'm glad to tell you that this is the most comprehensive course on Udemy for becoming a data analyst. It is the all-in-one course that comprises everything that you need to know in order to become a data analyst. So let me walk you through the course curriculum so that you get to know what you're going to learn in this course. Alright, so this is the course in brief. And by the way, you have access to this course curriculum right after this video, so you can download for your own reference. So we start with SQL for data analysis. Most of the time when you get into the company and you're working on company data, it is highly possible that the company data will be residing in some sort of a database, and you need SQL skills to query the database to draw more insights from it. And that's what you'll be doing under the SQL session. After that, you also master Python skills for data analysis. Over the past few years, Python has become the most preferred programming language for data professionals in the industry. And if you possess a Python programming language, companies prefer you as against other professionals who possess other skills in other programming language. And as we progress in this curriculum walkthrough, I'm going to show you some of the job requirements by some prominent companies and what skills they require. After the Python skills, then we move on to master Microsoft Excel for data analysis. Excel still remains the most used data analysis tool out there. And if you want to become a full-stack data analyst, you cannot do it without mastering Microsoft Excel. As I mentioned earlier on, if you're working on a company data, it's possible that the data is either residing in a company database or some sort of a web portal, and you need some technical skills that will help you scrub the data from the web portal. And that's what you're going to master under the web scraping session. Data visualization still remains the center of data analysis and drawing insights from data. And in this course, you're going to master Microsoft Power BI alongside Tableau. As a data analyst, statistical skills are going to be one of the essential skills to possess. And in this course, you're going to master the essential statistics that you need in order to become a full-stack data analyst. Apart from Python, R programming is also one of the programming languages that you can use in analyzing the data. And some companies prefer using R programming instead of Python. And in order to be on the safer side, in this course, we have also included R programming for you, which will also help you master the concept of R programming. Now, in recent years, data storytelling and presentation skills have become one of the skills that recruiters look for when recruiting data analysts for professional data jobs. If you want to be a full-stack data analyst, you cannot do it without mastering data storytelling and presentation skills. If you do all the analysis and you're not able to present your data in a way that your stakeholders will be able to understand and relate to, then all your hard work will be null and void, and it will not have any impact in the company. That's what we spend time addressing at the data storytelling and presentation skills session. Now, as you go through the course and gain skills and build projects, it is very important to push all your projects to your GitHub account. What happens is that if you're going for a job interview, recruiters want to see a proof of concept, a proof of what you have done, and some sort of a hands-on experience. And in order to show them this hands-on experience, you need to present your GitHub account, which is a well-documented portfolio which shows the skills you have mastered and the projects you have done so far, which will give the recruiters an idea that you are the right candidate. So after gaining the skills, we're going to walk through over 15 plus hands-on projects, right? And not only that, you're also going to have a guidance as to how to find internships and jobs after you have learned this concept. And whatever project that you're going to do during the internship time, you're going to add it to your GitHub account, which is going to be part of the proof of concept that you're going to show to your recruiters. During the guide to find internships and jobs, I will personally guide you to do that. So you see, we have everything that you need to know in order to become a full-stack data analyst. So as I said, you have access to this course curriculum, so you can download and then read about the course over here. Now, these are some of the key facts about data analytics. You might have heard that data is the new oil, and data analyst jobs are ranked number 1 in the US and in most parts of the world. That is of no lie. In this current world, data is everything for companies, and the demand for data analysts is even going to be higher in the future. Most job positions will be replaced by data analysts, so if you want high demand and security for your career, then data analyst is indeed a safe career to pursue. Now, apart from the demand and the security of the job, the salary of data analyst is also one of the highest in the industry. And as we progress in this course, I'm going to show you the statistics from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Alright, so this course is actually for those who want to become a data analyst. And if you're also planning to become a business analyst, this is also the right course for you. And if you want to advance to become a data scientist, this course is also right for you. If you're looking to change your career from one field to a data analyst field, this course is the right for you. If you want to gain a strong analytical skills, this course is the right course for you. Alright, Now, after you have gone through the concept and you have mastered the concept, at the end of the course, you have a course certificate that will be awarded to you, which is going to be a proof that you successfully completed the course and you've done all the projects that are in the course and you've mastered the concept that you need to master to become a full-stack data analyst. Now, let me show you some of the job postings of the requirements of a data analyst in the industry. So what you're seeing here, the first one is a data scientist position that Microsoft advertised, right? And the second one here is a business analyst position from Nestle. These two are data analyst position from Bank of America and also Uber, right? So let's see the skills that they require for these positions. Now, if you see the data scientist position, you can see that you have SQL, R, Python skills over there, right? And then statistical skills, which we have included all of that in this course. If you see the business analyst position from Nestle, you can see that the skills that they require is what? SQL, R, and then Python, which you have in this course. If you see the data analyst position from Bank of America, you can see let's see, you can see it over here, right? You can see SQL, Python, R, right? Jupyter Notebook, Tableau. You have all of that in this course, right? And some statistical skills which you also have in this course. If you see the data analyst position from Uber, you can see over here, right? SQL, Python, and then R, right? Tableau, Power BI. We see you have all of that in this course, so you're in the right course. All right, we actually did this kind of research, so we did not put the course out there randomly. We did this kind of research to know what skills are required by these industries in order to hire a data analyst. And you can see these companies are not just any company. They know what they're doing, they know the data that they have, and they know the right person that can work on the data, and that's why they have put the skills that you need to master if you want to become a data analyst. So if you're crafting your career, that's what you want to do, because at the end of the day you need to meet the requirements in order to get a job. Okay, so if you want to get the job, you need to get the skills that the job is required, right? So that's what we are doing. We are giving you the skills to meet the job requirement. Okay, so you can see that for the data analyst role, you will need SQL, you will need Excel, you will need Python, you will need R, you need Power BI, and then Tableau. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do in this course. We've put these ones together for you so that you'll be able to master them and then meet the job requirement and get the job of your dreams. Okay, all right, now these are going to be the technology stack that you're going to learn in this course. You're going to learn some Python skills. We have Pandas, NumPy, we have Excel, MySQL, we have Tableau, we have Flask, we have Spider and Jupyter Notebook and Anaconda. These ones you can use either of them in the course, which you see them as we start with the course. You're going to see them over there. Then we have GitHub, we have Scrappy, Beautiful Soup, which you're going to use when you get to the web scripting part, and then we have our programming over there. Okay, so this is a whole package for you in order to meet the industry requirement to become the data analyst that you need to become in order to get a job of your dreams. Okay, so at the end of the course, we expect you to master the skills that are needed to solve industry challenges with data and then analytical insight. Okay, you're also going to master the most pressing areas of data analytics, such as data cleaning, data extraction, data mining, and exploratory data analytics. All right, and then you gain the technical know-how and understand the applications of data analytics in different domains. So you will see these kind of things when we start doing the projects, that you see that the projects are coming from different domains. We have projects from McDonald's, which is in the food chain. We have one from a shopping cart, which an Australian shopping cart, which is in the e-commerce domain. We have one from the health sector, and so on and so forth. When we start doing the project, you're gonna see all of that. Okay, and as I said, you need to push all your projects to your GitHub account, right, to have a professional portfolio that you can show to the industry leaders. And that's what you're going to have by the end of the course, right? You're going to have an industry ready profile which will help you to easily transition into the field of data analytics. All right, so this is the plan of the course. We have a 4-month course plan which you're going to go through right from beginning to the end. Okay, so as I said, this is a well-structured course for you to, start right from the beginning until you master the concept, to get internships and start working as a data analyst. Okay, so we have broken the concept down to, to monthly basis, right, and even further down to weekly basis. Okay, so in the first month, we expect you to complete Introduction to Data Analytics, Microsoft Excel, and then SQL for Data Analytics. That will be the target for the first month. For the second month, we expect you to complete Python for Data Analytics analytics, gain statistical skills, gain R programming skills, and then data visualization, where we're going to talk about Power BI and then Tableau, right? And then in the third month, we'll start with some more project related concept. We'll first start with web scraping, and then data storytelling and presentation skills, and then we'll get some GitHub skills for data analytics, and then we'll start with a hands-on project. Okay, so after we have gone through all these for the first month, second month, third month, we'll be in a very good position to take up an industry level project or get into an industry to see in the real world what it takes to do data analytics, work on real world projects with companies, so that you get to build your profile, and then so that you hit straight away to the jobs. Okay, and over here I'm going to guide you to actually search for these internships, where to search for them, how to search for them, and all that. I'm going to guide you through as to how to do it. It doesn't matter where you are. The internships you can do virtually from where you are. The company can be in the US, you can be in whatever that you are, and you can still intern with a company, or you can still secure one in your own area, which I'm going to walk you through how to do that. Okay, and even how to find jobs after your internships, right? Or even going straight away to find jobs. Okay, and the internships can be paid internship or unpaid one, right? Either of them, depending on your preference, whether you want a paid internship or you want unpaid one, depending on your preference. I will show you how to do that during the fourth month. Okay, all right, so this is the structure of the course. This is how you're going to go through the course, and as I said, it's a well structured course. Okay, so let's dive into the course curriculum to see what is the breakdown of what is inside each of the sessions. All right, so as I said, we'll start with Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is still by far the most used data analytics tool out there. Okay, so Microsoft Excel will come in the first month. Okay, in the first month, and in the week one, we will start with introduction to data analytics. Right, we first gain an understanding of data analytics. Right, we first start with introduction to data analytics. What is data and data analytics? Who is a data analyst? Data analytics versus data science versus big data. Right, these are critical concepts to first understand, because if you're starting your journey in this field, it's quite possible that you'll be confused with these kind of words. Right, someone will be talking about data analytics, someone will be talking about data science and big data and all of that, and then you become confused with all these buzzwords. You need to get clarity right from the onset. Okay, and then what data analysts do, types of data analytics, tools for data analysts, applications of data analytics, and the entire data analytics life cycle, typical backgrounds of data analysts. So there's a perception that data analytics is for certain kind of people, right? And if you're not part of those people, you cannot do data analytics. I'm going to show you some backgrounds of people who have transitioned to become data analysts, what they were doing before, and how they transitioned to become data analysts and all of that. Okay, I'm going to give you that kind of insight and that kind of background over there, so that you get to have a broader overview of the field and the kind of people that are in the field and the background that they are coming from. Okay, the skills that you need to master in order to become a data analyst, we're going to discuss all that, right? And then the career opportunities that you have in this field of data analytics. Sorry, and then the most important part, the typical salary that you're supposed to expect if you are going into this field as a data analyst. Okay, so I'm going to give you a very concrete data over there that shows you the salary, the typical salary of people who are right now working as data analysts, right? The salary that they are receiving. And I'm going to get this data from US Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is government statistics of the real people that they are working, that they have collected their data, their salaries, right? Because if you're working as a data analyst, the government has all this kind of data over there. So I'm going to give you this kind of insight so that you have an idea of the salary that you'll be able to expect at the end of the course when you begin working as a data analyst, right? It is very interesting when we get there, right? And Microsoft Excel, we're going to start right from beginner level, intermediate level, and then advanced level. So we have divided it into 3 parts, right? So at the beginner level, you can see that there are quite a lot of concepts that you're going to learn, right? And then data entry skills over there, right? As you can see, quite a lot, right? Formulas, data format, and so on and so forth, right? And then print commands that you need to understand, right? And then some crucial concept over here that you need to know in order to master Microsoft Excel, right? And then at the intermediate level too, there are a lot of concepts to learn, right? We have sorting of data, we have data filtering, right? Then you move to some advanced part, right, where we do advanced filtering, right? and then dealing with duplicates in Excel, and then the data analysis tools, which are among the great tools to have when it comes to mastering Microsoft Excel. Okay, so all these will be done under the Microsoft Excel for data analytics, right? Then we move on to SQL for data analytics. Now over here too, in SQL we have broken it down to beginner level, intermediate level, and then advanced level. Okay, and that will come in the week 3, right? So for SQL for beginner level, you can see that there are quite a lot. In fact, we're going to start right from the beginner level. So we start with introduction to SQL, types of database. The same thing for Microsoft Excel. You can see that for Microsoft Excel as well, right? We start right from the beginning, right? So this course is from beginner level to mastery. Okay, from beginner level to mastery. So you don't need to have any prerequisite. We take you right from beginner level to you master the concept. Okay, quite a lot of concept to master, right? Working with databases. Here is where you start creating databases, creating tables and working with tables and all that. Okay, and then you move on to the intermediate level, and you can see quite a lot of concept that we're gonna learn. All right, you learn SQL joins, you learn to work with existing tables, right? If you go to the company, it's possible that they have tables already there. You will not be the first maybe person to create the tables, right? It's possible that they will have tables there, how to work with those tables, right? And even how to create them from scratch. We will do all of that. Okay, and then SQL views, SQL functions, and so on and so forth, right? And then you get to the advanced SQL part where you do advanced SQL functions, right? And then stored procedure. These are critical concepts to master as a data analyst, right? And then triggers and transactions. All right, then we move on to Python. Right, we move on to Python programming for data analytics. Now for Python, we also have it right from the beginner, intermediate, and then advanced level. So this one will come in the second month, right? And in the second month we will start with Python, right? So at first month, we've mastered Microsoft Excel, we've mastered the basics of data analytics, and then we've also mastered SQL, right? So in the third month, we'll start with Python. So for Python, we'll start with introduction to Python and all the tools that you need in order to start programming in Python, right? And then we'll start getting hands-on with Python. It's very, very much, this course is practical, it's hands-on. I mean, very few of the time that we're gonna do theories, but even the theories we explain through practical demonstrations, okay? Python operators, Python flow control, Python functions, right? Getting hands-on with Python again, working with Python files, Python models, right? And then Python data types, right? And then we start doing hands-on again. So as I said, it's mostly hands-on, right? Mostly hands-on, so that you actually get to understand how to implement the concept, not that theoretically you learn it and you don't know how to use it, right? Python NumPy, and then we start with pandas, right? So that's coming in the week 2, right? And then data visualization, matplotlib and seaborn and all that. Okay, and then there's gonna also be projects, right? So we will have projects that we do together, and then you have some project that you do by yourself, and then you submit. Then I will personally check for you and then give you feedback on that, where to improve and how to do it better and all that. Okay, and then after that, we move on to statistics for data analytics, right? Now for the statistics, we also have it right from the beginner level, so you don't need to have the basics in stats and mathematics before you can do it, right? It's just gonna take you right from the beginner level to intermediate level, right? So you can see here introduction to statistics and all that. Okay, and then we go to the statistical methods deep dive, and then we go to statistical distributions, measure of dispersion, normal distribution, correlation, probability, and then hypothesis. Okay, and then we have project on statistics, okay, to implement the concept that we have learned. All right, and then we go to our programming, right? Our programming for data analytics, and over there are quite interesting topics that we're gonna discuss over there as well. And we're going to even have a project on our programming where we're going to implement the concept that we are going to learn. All right, then we move on to Microsoft Power BI, which is going to be the visualization part, right? So you need to derive insight from the data. You need to exploit using data visualizations, right? And they're quite interesting concept that we're going to do over here, right? And we move on to web scraping, right? Web scraping, as I said, is going to come in the second month. And as I mentioned earlier on, it's either the company data will be in a sort of a database or some kind of a web portal where you need to scrap the data and then then perform analysis on that. Okay, so you need these kind of skills, right? You need these kind of skills in order to do that, and we're gonna do that with even practical demonstrations. We're gonna scrap data from Wikipedia. We're gonna scrap data from online bookstore, right? Which, if you're working in an e-commerce domain, you need that, right? We're gonna even build an auto scraper which is gonna scrap product data from Amazon.com, right? Or depending on your region, whether Amazon.in or Amazon.ca, right, or Amazon.com. So we're gonna do that, right, and then convert everything to a form of a data that we can further use it for our project. Okay, and we are even going to go to a job board where we're going to see job board like Indeed.com or Priori or something like that, and then we're gonna scrap data from there where we can perform analysis on that data. Okay, so quite interesting things that we're gonna do in this course, right? And then we start with data storytelling and then presentation skills. If you do all those analysis and all those things, you need to find a way to present it to your stakeholders. You need to let them know the result that you have come up with, right? That's what they are interested in. So you need to find a way to present it to them. They are not interested in the code that you do, they are interested in the result, the outcome. But how do you translate from your data analysis code to the business problem and then present it to your stakeholders for them to actually understand? That's what you're gonna do at this session. Okay, very interesting things over here. All right, then we're gonna create a GitHub account where we're gonna push the code, because from here the only thing that we're gonna do next is projects. Okay, so we need to have a place where we're going to host our projects, where we're going to push our projects, so that if you're going for a job, you need to submit this kind of a portfolio to the recruiters, right? So that they know the work that you have done, and then you have a proof of concept, right? So that the recruiters will know that you are the right candidate. So that's what we're gonna do. As I said, from here, week 3 and 4 in the third month, the only thing that we're gonna do is gonna be projects, and we have quite interesting projects, and even these ones are not the only ones. As I'm talking now, we have some that we are still developing. So by the time that you're watching this one, it's possible that we have added more projects to the course. Okay, so far what we have added analysis of Australian shopping carts, right, and then nutritional analysis on McDonald's menu, Excel stock portfolio dashboard, right, California pollution analysis, YouTube video statistical analysis, interactive Excel dashboards with one-click update. This is very interesting project to see, right? Interactive Excel HR dashboard, right? Interactive Excel project management dashboard, and then we have Reddit stock feed analysis, right? So there are some that we use Python, there are some that we use Excel to do, there are some that we use R programming to do, right? So it's actually gonna be very interesting over here, and you can see that it's from different domain, right? From e-commerce to food chain to project management to stock to entertainment to social welfare to HR and so on and so forth. So I mean, it's from different domains, so that you have, you have a broader understanding of the implementation of data analysis. Okay, now the interesting part are the internships and the jobs that you're gonna do at the end of the course. Okay, so you don't just have to do the project and then you just leave it over there. You need to go in to see how it is done in the industry, how you work on real world projects. So I'm gonna guide you to actually find these projects, right? I'll show you how to actually do this, right? I will practically demonstrate to you how to find these kind of internships, how to, even if you want to do freelancing, how to do all that. I'm gonna show you all that at this session, right? How to find either virtual or physical internships or jobs or freelancing, everything. I'm gonna show you over there. Okay, right? So it's actually gonna be the 4th month, right? That's gonna be the last month of the course, and it's gonna be very much interesting. So within this 4 months is gonna be a whole lot of activities, a whole lot of learning and implementations and practice over there, right? Okay, so this is a well-structured full-stack data analyst course, and as you can see through the course curriculum, it's well-planned, it's well-structured, and the concepts are great. It's what the industry needs, and that's what we're giving you over here, right? So you start by mastering the concept, you practice it through the guided projects, right, and then you take up a challenge via the hands-on projects that we have given you, right, or you go for the internships, right, and then finally you go for the job as a data analyst. Okay, so that's basically what we're gonna do, right? And data analyst is the number one job in America today, and in most parts of the world, data analysis. I mean, I wouldn't say most, in every part of the world, because every industry needs it, right? The data that is being generated these days is crazy, and companies that have taken advantage of the data are making huge returns out of it, right? And that's why many companies have seen the importance of data analysts, right? Hiring people with data analytical skills, and that's why the future of work is going to be data analyst, right? If you want to secure your future, if you want to have a secured job in the future, you need to get into data related job, right? And data analyst is one of the best jobs in data related job, right? And it's among the highest paid jobs in the industry today. Okay, all right, so let's get started, and I can't wait to see you in the course and interact with you and go through right from the beginning to the end of the course. All right, so see you in the course. Have a nice day.